Love the Schools First FCU segments. These are always good, and especially when Tammura comes on.
Yes.
We get to talk about amazing topics.
Well, this one.
This one we were just chatting about earlier, and we're already arguing.
Feelings are heavy.
We already have a very interesting dynamic in this relationship, for sure.
We need to go on the couples retreat and figure this whole thing out, like the movie. Okay.
All right, so as we are on the doorstep of Valentine's Day, couples seem to be kind of front and center, and we are talking couples and finances and having that conversation. No one better, really, than Tammura to talk about this
She can definitely break it down.
Is this part of the heart of the Fruitridge Branch discussion all the time?
All the time. You have the wife come in with the husband, and yes, we're
always something.
Well, why is it so tricky? Let's just start right there.
Well, I think if we just think about finances in general, rarely does spending money really have anything to do with the price tag of an item, right? It's your feelings about money kind of start when you're younger, right? How you were raised and whether you like to save or spend. That's all a very emotional thing and kind of rooted in beliefs in some kind of capacity. So that makes that conversation really difficult for a lot of couples to have because it's an emotional one. And it makes it really tricky and hard to navigate.
It does.
Yeah.
And so what are you recognizing? You probably see this from people coming in, members and otherwise, or just in your own, even watching two people like this.
Listening to the both of you.
What is the mistake, I guess, people are making when it comes to having these types of conversations?
The biggest mistake is that they're not having the conversations, right? Like what you two were doing before the show was perfect. That's what everybody needs to do, right? You need to have these. You need to have these conversations, and that's hard because, like we spoke about, it's an emotional conversation, and your money is about your feelings, right? And that's a hard thing to talk about and beliefs. So a really great way, I'm going to give you guys a tip. A really great way to get the conversation started is just talk about like your goals. What are your future goals? What are you hoping to save for? And you can maybe find a common ground to drive the conversation around finances.
Okay. I like that.
All right. Yeah. What if we can't get on the same page? Like it's just no way to get on the same page, which
that's common. Yeah, that's actually really common. And so there are a couple of different things you can do. So first, you can have a joint account together where you only contribute for your expenses that you have together, right? Like your living, your utilities, things like that. And then you keep your account separate for your discretionary spending or saving if you're the saver in the relationship, right? You could also, that doesn't always work for everybody, right? We've joined our life together. We're going to have a joint account. You could really set limits for one another. If you're going to spend over this dollar amount, let's have a conversation about it. It's not going to stop you from doing it, but let's have a conversation. Communication, right? That's going to be a constant theme throughout the relationship period.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And on this particular topic.
Absolutely.
All right, so you mentioned it. What if you do have one that's the spender and one that is the saver, right? Polar opposites, really.
Absolutely.
Like, where is it that they are finding that common ground? Clearly, you're telling them, have those conversations, have them early, have them often.
Yeah.
Maybe it is setting up some kind of joint account, but what other ways can we bridge the gap between those two?
So it's really important that you remember any great relationship is going to have a lot of flexibility and compromise and communication. So you have to think, if I'm a spender or I'm a saver, that comes from something. It's a need that I have in some capacity, right? So compromise is going to be key so that you can both get your needs met, right? If you're not able to do that yourselves, there's always financial counselors out there who can help you. Not a relationship counselor, but just a third party.
Well, but is it not?
But it is. I just don't think they can claim that, right? But they can look at your finances and kind of help you come up with a plan together. And they don't have any feelings or emotions in the game, right? They're just there to help you, and that may help you get on the right path.
For sure. Yeah. We know it's one of, Kelly, while we're finishing here, will you look up real quick what the number one cause of, or number 1, 2, and 3 cause of divorce is? But like, look, any other, the coolest thing is that you guys are always ready to receive and help people in these situations, because this is one of those, we know it's politics, it's religion, it's money, it's those hot topics.
Yeah.
But you guys are always welcome to have this conversation and help people through this.
Absolutely, yes. We have a lot of service representatives who are happy to help facilitate the conversations and help to get you in contact with people who can help budget or different financial resources that you may need. So, yes.
Okay, little quiz before we roll. There are plenty of locations, by the way. Here's a little quiz before we roll. Okay.
All right.
Am I a spender or saver?
I think you are a spender.
Bingo. I'm going to say you. What do you think? Well, I just said bingo. I'm going to say, what do you think? I say saver.
Yeah, she works for a financial institution.
So she likes to say, I like to spend too, but I'm sure she's really saving
I think
first
she spends smartly and saves smartly. I think she's like a perfect combination of both.
I would say I have a good balance.
Yeah.
I have a good balance because there are, I have both of those traits.
Just say what's smart spending and not.
Yeah.
Right?
My savings account balance, my investment account, my goals, yes.
Oh my gosh, goals. I forgot to set those.
You just
this year. I got to set goals.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
Okay,
Set the intention.
All right.
That's right.
Never too late.
All right, I got to set that goal.
That's good work, man. Schools First Federal Credit Union. Tammura always handling even the tricky topics. What's
fine.
next?
We didn't talk about the local casinos, going though. All right, I'll stay away from those. I'll stay.
Oh,
away.
what? $500 at the casino. What's the big deal?
I'm loaded.
This week. Goodness gracious. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.